Does anybody ever get intimidated with a whole chicken? Don't be. This Asian glazed roast chicken is way easier than it looks. All you need is a few simple ingredients. We're going to learn how to do a roast chicken. My wife and I developed a little Asian-Italian fusion where you have this potato layer of rosemary and olive oil, and inside here it's kind of a Chinese 5-spice gingery glaze on top. All right, so first we're going to mix up a little bit of glaze to rub all over the chicken. First, peel a piece of ginger approximately 2 to 3 inches long. Next, grate the ginger and add it to a mixing bowl. To this, we'll add 3 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, a teaspoon of soy sauce, a teaspoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of paprika. Finally, mince 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, add them to the glaze, and whisk everything together. As you whisk, you will smell how fragrant this glaze is. The taste of sweet, savory, and the pungent aromas of ginger and garlic are out of this world. Okay, now that our glaze is all mixed up, we're going to start working in this glaze in the chicken, really massaging it in there, get under the skin of the breast, really get in there with your hands. So apply force with the glaze throughout the entire chicken, getting underneath the skin of each breast of the bird. It's important to make sure you get under the skin of the breast to ensure a full flavor of the glaze. Massage thoroughly on both sides, the front and the back of the chicken.
Pretty gross. If you wear gloves, maybe okay.
Okay, pro tip, wear gloves so you don't gross out your entire family or guests. Take any remaining ginger or garlic at the end and be sure to put that under each breast of the chicken to ensure full flavor while the chicken is roasting. Okay, so inside of this baked chicken dish tonight, we're going to have a layer of potatoes and the chicken. As the chicken bakes, it's going to take all those fats and cook the potatoes inside. So for our potatoes tonight, I've got 2 varieties. These were both grown in our own garden. I've got the Yukon Gold and the Adirondack Blue. So the Adirondack Blue and the Yukon Gold together are going to make a really nice assortment of colors. If you're not sure how many potatoes to use, when in doubt, use a few extra. I could tell you during this meal, the potatoes were the first thing to go. Can we eat all those tonight?
Yeah.
Next, you're going to want to mince 3 to 4 cloves of garlic and 2 to 3 sprigs of rosemary. For this dish, we were very lucky to be able to use this year's garlic and rosemary from the garden. Give them both a nice chop together. Add your salt and pepper, your minced garlic and rosemary, and some olive oil. Mix all together until well combined and incorporated. Okay, so our potatoes are all mixed up with a combination of potatoes, garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper, rosemary, and our hen here just got back with a nice massage of our special Asian fusion marinade. What we're going to do next is take a roasting pan, and I'm going to take these potatoes and put them all at the bottom of the pan. Just like this. We're going to place the chicken breast side up on top of the potatoes. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Check that out. Take a little bit of that glaze you have there. Put on a couple sprigs of rosemary on there. And then we're going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees. And we're going to bake this for about an hour and a half. After about an hour and a half, we're going to crank up the broiler, watching it very carefully so the skin doesn't burn. But this is ready to go in. Okay, so the oven is preheated to 425. We're going to pop this in for about an hour and a half. Going to keep a close eye on it. I want to make sure the internal temperature of this chicken reaches 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so an hour and a half is up. Let's get that bird out of the oven. Okay, so the chicken's out, looks fantastic, smells even better. I can smell the Chinese five spice, the soy sauce, the ginger, the garlic. The potatoes look really nice. So again, just use whatever you have in your kitchen. Follow this recipe for the vegetables. Earlier, I said I was going to put in carrots. I actually forgot to put in carrots, which is fine. This looks unbelievable. So a couple things. First of all, we want to take the internal temperature. Make sure it's 165 or above. We're all set. It's about 170. And then the other thing is now we're going to let this thing rest for about 15 minutes. It's really important to let it rest. I want to dig into it right away, but I want all those juices to kind of get into the chicken, and it'll make it much juicier. So yeah, join us next time on Real Plates, Real Life, and we're going to go eat this.